Alright, so what's going on, guys? Tito getting back on the mic once again, and today we're here with episode 2 review of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, however you want to say it. So let's get right on into this review. Now, a lot of things did not happen in this episode. It basically took the second half of chapter 1, as episode 1 took the first half of chapter 1 and finished it on up. Now, a lot of people, like I said last week, were actually upset about this. They were like, oh, why can't they fit the whole chapter into one thing? Chapter 1 was basically like 2 chapters put together. It's really not that long, but the thing is, I'm glad that they did it this way, because the way they ended off episode 1 and the way they ended off this episode, they should have split it into 2, because it adds more drama and makes you want to look forward to next week's episode, which I'm really looking forward to, because next week's episode is gonna be great. Oh man, it's gonna be, I can't wait for it. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about this week's episode. So let me just say, like I said, not a lot happened. Basically what did happen is All Might, told Izuku about his injury and how he can't necessarily stay a hero for too long in a day. Now, if I'm mistaken, I need to go back and read chapter 1. From my understanding, he was sick. It wasn't necessarily an injury. So that might be a change, but it also might not be a change. I need to go back and read chapter 1 to see if it actually was a change. But from my understanding, he actually was very sick, and that's why he can't stay transformed for long. But anyways, he told Midoriya, he was like, I can't necessarily tell you can become a hero without a quirk, because that's just unrealistic. And then he noticed that he had dropped the bottle with the villain in it, the gooey villain thing. I don't know if he has a name or not. I sound like a complete amateur on My Hero Academia, but I'm almost caught up to the manga, so it's just a lot to take in at once. But yeah, he dropped the bottle with the villain, whatever, and Katsuki or Bakugo kicked it, and it broke open, and the villain tried to take over Bakugo like he did Midoriya, and Bakugo was struggling, like he was trying to get him off him with his explosions and stuff, even though that kind of made the situation worse because it was like fire all around them and stuff. But and some hero, like the wood hero, couldn't actually come and help because of the fire, so it kind of made it a little bit worse in that situation. But whatever, he struggled with the villain for a very long time. Like he would not get taken over, and Midoriya and All Might saw the explosion from Katsuki's struggle. I don't know why I keep switching their names, but anyways, they saw the explosion from Bakugo's struggle with the villain, and All Might went over because he knew that that was the bottle that had to be the villain, and Midoriya just found his way over there by wandering. You know what I'm saying? And when he got over there, Midoriya saw something like very shocking. It was like, Bakugo was sitting there and he was struggling, and when he opened his eyes, Midoriya was like, oh, it looked like you were calling for help. So his body moved without him thinking, and he just went up there to try to help him, even though he didn't do anything. And this inspired All Might, because All Might was like, what did he say? He was like, pathetic. He kept saying pathetic, and then he transformed, even though he was really hurt. He transformed and went and pretty much destroyed the villain and helped Bakugo out. And it was kind of weird though, because it's like Midoriya got scolded for that, but Bakugo got praised or whatever just because he was struggling and whatever. And I'm like, he really didn't do anything though. I mean, he did hold out, and his quirk was pretty cool, but he didn't really do anything. I mean, I see why Midoriya got scolded, but Bakugo shouldn't have got praised for that. He should have just been like, oh, that was a good job holding out. Yeah, go home, kid. But hey, whatever, not gonna argue with it. It just adds on to the rivalry between Midoriya and Bakugo, if you ask me. But yeah, the OST in this episode was fucking amazing. Like, it really, the soundtrack in this anime adds on to every scene so well. When it's an emotional scene, you feel like you wanna cry. Like, that shit really hits you hard. Not only the OST, but the delivery of the lines as well is very good. The voice acting is top notch in this anime. Like, it just meshes so well together. Like, at the end, when Midoriya was crying because, you know, All Might's words touched him, and like, he basically said, you can become a hero, you already are pretty much a hero, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like, the way the music was playing and the way, you know, the narration was going on inside his head, and the way, you know, the camera work was done to show him falling to his knees and crying, it's just really awesome. The action-packed scenes where Midoriya was about to go save Bakugo, that was awesome. It was like the music portrayed the moment as suspenseful yet so awesome, and it was just like, damn, like, that's really good damn music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the music was great, the art and animation was great as always, you know, shit, it's really good. So, you know, I have no complaints there. What else? That was really it. The pacing in this episode was great. I knew where it was gonna end off with Midoriya and All Might having the confrontation where it's like, yeah, you can become a hero. And next week's episode is probably gonna pick up where All Might tells him about giving him his quirk, but he has to build up his body. So we're probably gonna see a little training montage from Midoriya, and it's probably gonna end off where the third chapter, I think, ended off. No, the second chapter actually ended off here, where Midoriya was like, it was 8 months, I think, after they had met, and Midoriya had been training ever since then, getting really strong, and then he stood on top of the you know, all the stuff, and he just yelled out, he was like, ah! And then All Might was like, yeah, I can transfer quirks now. That's probably where next week's episode is gonna end, but this week's episode was great. Looking forward to next week's all the way through. Like, I'm so ready for it. But yeah, this has been your boy Tito Gaming. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comment section down below. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.